We're in a bus.
Don't mind me just wiping down here. You can. I don't know what seat you want.
I don't know.
The things we do for our listeners. All of our 2 listeners.
But yeah. I'm going to sit by the emergency exit. Oh, yeah.
Brings me back, dude. It's great. Well, I guess this is the Old Souls podcast. I think, maybe?
think. From the bus.
Yeah, we're in a bus now. You might want to explain the bus if you didn't last time. I don't even remember.
I don't even think I did. So this is going to be extremely strange and foreign to everybody right now. This is my 1989/90 International 3800 Bluebird school bus. So the straight truck underneath is an International 3800. But the body was built by Bluebird. So that's what we're sitting in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty neat. I bought it for a bulldozer project that I bought that I might have actually talked about that before because I have had that for a while.
I think so, yeah.
But the engine exploded. So I needed an engine, and this is the fastest, cheapest way to get an engine.
Shout out to the Northwest Equipment channel.
Yeah, shout out
that he has.
Northwest Equipment channel. You can go watch part 1 right now. That is getting the engine out.
Am I in part 1 yet?
You are.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because I was there when we were pulling the radiator.
He has a cameo in it because we were pulling the radiator, and he was there for that.
I just showed up and pretended like I was helping. So.
Yeah, and we got that radiator out, so that's good.
Almost lost a finger, but I still have all 10 of them, so
it might have jumped all of a sudden. We don't talk about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
We're fine. So yeah, welcome back to the Old Souls podcast.
We're just trying to get weirder and weirder every time, I think.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny. I like it.
This is entertaining. The extreme mobility version of this podcast allows us to go anywhere.
It's pretty good because it's easier for you,
for me to edit, and it's easier for us to just start.
We can just, like we were saying yesterday when we were in the truck, for an hour each way. We were just like, man. Caleb was like, we should have just brought the microphones with us and just clipped them on while we were having a conversation because it was pretty funny.
And the great part about that is we can. So whenever we're on a long trip, which who knows. Next time we're on a long trip, you'll probably be there with us. So
when we go buy a 575 together,
575.
We need to do that
on Baylor
for way too much money.
Just tag along for anything.
Oh yeah,
any long trip to go buy anything. We just
there we go.
Clip the camera on, clip the mics on.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't even need the camera necessarily.
Not really.
It'd be good, but
it's funny. It doesn't necessarily.
You just have the side by side, the dash cam pointing forward, and then us just talking to each other.
Every time we see like some weird crackhead mobile or something like that, we go, "What?"
That is awesome. I like it.
That would be fantastic. So yeah, we are actually in what is known as the wet shed, in the bus, in the wet shed.
Yeah,
which is
there's a story behind that too.
Where I've parked said bus.
Did you use the service truck to get it out? The engine out of it?
No, I used the forklift.
I bet that was fun.
Good time. It was a good time. It was. That will be on Northwest Equipment on part 2. That is on Northwest Equipment on part 2. It will be. Taking the whole front of the bus off and then wedging the engine out, which was
fun with a forklift.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
You see, behind the camera is a digging bar. That was a crucial tool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It wouldn't come out of the engine mount on the driver's side in the back.
Well, you get angry enough, you just start yarding on stuff and
throwing
rock bars at it and hoping it comes out, right?
Well, you just take the digging bar and you go to the timing cover and you go, and then it goes thunk, and then it comes out. So
good. That's good.
It did come out.
Hey man, it's out, so that's
it. There is.
How much did the suspension pick up when you?
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah, that engine weighs a lot.
What are those, like 1,800 pounds or something stupid?
I think dry they're like 1,200 dry, and that one was full of diesel and oil
and coolant.
There's still coolant in it. Yeah, I found that out.
How many gallons of oil do those take?
That one has the truck pan, so it's like like 8 gallons.
Nice. I like it.
So, yeah, it was heavy. It was very heavy. The forklift, we're picking it up with the forklift, and as I'm picking the mast up, I'm watching tension get put on the chains, but it not move up because it's still bending the forks down.
Ooh, that's always fun.
Yeah. It was a good...
Too bad you don't have the big forklift anymore.
Yeah, I know.
That
would have just picked it. That would have just torn right through that fiberglass right there. Just bonk. Wouldn't have even known it was there. So maybe it's a good thing. Because I am still trying to keep this bus whole-ish. As far as like...
Parts donation worthy-ish?
The MT643 Allison that's down there is still in it. And the drive shafts and rear end and front end and stuff. I want to keep all that stuff together. And the hood's... It's cracked, but it's not terrible.
It's still salvageable.
It's passable if you needed to get your international, like a 4700 truck, if you needed to get it down the road.
I have one of those.
You do. You do.
Slightly newer.
As a matter of fact.
About 10, 11 years newer.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
97.
Yeah,
89.
This is an 89, so it's like...
Well, it's not even that. I don't know how to do math.
It's 8 years. Yeah, 8 years newer.
I can't do math.
This was built...
I'll just exit the stage right here.
Oh, yeah. It has those, too.
Oh, yeah. We can do that.
Oh, yeah. This is
for airflow.
Dude.
Look at that.
This has tinted windows. He had 2 buses available. One was tinted windows and one was not.
And you wanted the one?
I wanted the one with the tinted windows.
Because that was important to you.
Because that's funny. That is the only reason. Oh, that was
I completely forgot about that. Dude, that brings back so many memories. Oh, are you on the struggle bus over there?
That one's stuck, so I'm not going to try that one anymore.
Just leave it there, and halfway through the podcast, we'll move just right, and it'll go thunk. That's fine.
Dude, emergency exits. I'm told there was a Route 26 sign somewhere, but I think it's outside the bus.
Probably.
But I need to save that too.
I'm attempting to do research in the middle of the podcast because, typical us fashion of this podcast here thrown together at the last minute.
Preparedness.
He actually remembered this time. I had completely forgotten about it. And he texted me and was like, "Oh yeah, we were going to do that today."
I was like, I should probably let him know just in case like anything was happening or something happened towards the evening. I should probably let him know, just be like, "Hey, just whatever." So at like 6:30, I was like, "I'll text him." Because I just finished dinner, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll text him." It was a good thing I did.
Yeah.
So, but it's we're here now. How about that International 4700?
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk before you finish.
Before I forget
subject. Let's move on.
Well,
to
it's a truck. It's a flatbed that I bought from my former employer. And it's just a peach.
It's peach.
It's got like 285,000 miles on it now. It's a T444E, man.
Oh, man.
Which is, just the 7.3 Power Stroke, but slightly better because it's the international version. It's well, let's not get too crazy. It's not great. It's sort of a turd because it weighs like, I think the scale weight on that thing's like 11 or 12,000 pounds. It's like 11.8 or something. Oh, okay. And the GVW is like 26. So you can put like 14 ton on it.
Oh, nice.
Which is like, you're not going anywhere ever.
Oh, is that a hill? I guess I'm stopping now.
You'll get up that hill in 3 to 5 business days. So there's that.
That's a 444 for you, yeah.
It's a 7.3 with a Spicer Super 6 behind it.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
Which is so weird to drive because it's really easy to go from 2nd to 5th.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because they're about that far apart. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
Oh, yeah, you guys have one.
Heavy Chevy is what they call it was Eaton's version later, which is just a Eaton Synchro 6. Yeah, no.
Which is the same. It's pretty much the same.
It's the exact same transmission. Yeah, they're weird.
They're really weird.
They're extremely like that truck too. I'm sure yours is geared similar. That truck, you'll rev that sucker up all the way to 5th gear, 35 miles an hour is the top at 5th gear, and then you go to 6, and then you get 55, 60.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get up to about 35, 40 in 5th, and you're like, okay, we're getting somewhere now. Thunk. And then about 5 minutes later, you're at 60.
Yeah. It takes a very long time.
Well, I mean, like, the guy that used to drive it when I actually drove it when I worked for Ryan.
Yeah.
We would just skip third altogether because their second and third are so close together that it's like, why?
Yeah, why would you even do that? Yeah.
You just rev it out to like 25 and then
go straight to fourth. Yeah,
straight to fourth.
With the heavy Chevy, you could. I'm confident. We've been starting it in second. I'm confident you could start it in third.
See, that's the difference. Is I can't start it in anything above first, or else it'll die. Even with fuel, it'll drag it down.
Oh wow,
it's pretty good. That's pretty. It's a torque machine. That is a torque machine. It's awesome.
Oh. I never thought I would say praises to the 3116, but that's impressive for a 3116.
Well, it's got more torque.
I guess.
Because it's a six-cylinder.
Yeah.
I do wish it was a DT466, but it would also be an E, so it's kind of like...
Yeah, those are... We have one, or a bucket truck one, and it's okay. It's got about the same amount of power, but it's electronic.
That's the only difference.
Yeah. It's like...
At least it's not a Max Force.
Yeah.
There is that.
I have driven one. I can say now that I have driven one.
Well, I didn't put it together for the longest time, but the IC bus, that is Navistar. I didn't even register that because Tumwater has like 100 of those things.
Yeah.
And it was always funny to me because the bus I always rode was a Bluebird. And it was, I'm pretty sure it had a Cummins in it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
It's been a while.
Will never know. So I never saw it. But I never put that together. But that now it makes sense looking back because they all had Max Force badges on them.
Oh.
And those were always the buses that broke down.
They always broke down.
And I think over the whole 6 years I rode that bus. I think over the whole 6 years it was down twice.
Huh.
Over that whole 6 years.
Why.
So, and I was like, that's weird. It's almost like when you pay a little more money, you get a little better quality. Weird.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, no, well, that's the other thing is going from a mechanical. They're going from mechanical to this Max Force, whatever.
Well,
that's supposed to be.
Those Max Force was different. It was just a bad idea.
Yeah, they weren't that reliable.
Because they had Huey, which was fine. You know, Huey works fine.
It's just the execution of the Huey was lackluster. At best.
I'm going to look it up right now. I can't remember exactly what Max Force was. So
the Max Force DT, I've driven a Max Force DT, which is a DT460 with a different badge on it. That's okay. That's acceptable. It has emissions on it, but it's acceptable because you still know it's a good engine underneath. The Max Force, when they went to the Max Force, when they went to the different numbering scheme away from the DT, that's when they got their reputation, and that was
they're good for about 10,000 hours, and then they just blow up.
Yeah, that's where that reputation comes from. Because the Max Force DT was them trying to milk that last little bit out of the DT. That line, the DT series of engines, ran for so long.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at it from start to finish, it's a super long line.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize they were putting a 7.6 liter, which is that's very small, in straight trucks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to milk it for that.
Like Mike's dump truck?
Yeah. It's a 7.6 liter engine. It's not that big in the grand scheme of diesel engines, but they were trying really hard to keep it going.
The thing about those is they will run forever.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not going to do it fast.
No. For instance, I found the tag on this engine on the intake for how much horsepower it had from the factory.
There were two options.
185 and 210. This one
IDI makes
210 horsepower.
My IDI makes 210 horsepower.
Yeah, think about that for a minute. The 7.3 IDI makes the same horsepower.
Well, it would have been, actually, this is the same year, so it would have been either an IDI or that. So, at least it has that.
Yeah, I guess. In the torque department, this has more, but yeah, horsepower, same horsepower, which is hilarious to think about.
That's great.
I drove it and I didn't think it was that bad, but after looking at it, I went,
well, it's just because it's a bus.
If it was fully loaded,
there was a bunch of bodies in here.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Not fast.
I'm reading.
He's reading. History time, or not history, learning time.
Yeah, Grandpa, here's your learning time that you wanted. I'm calling you out.
Calling you out.
He probably won't even watch this, so it's fine.
No, we got to have a little learning segment.
They were Huey.
Okay.
Co-developed by Navistar and Cat, which is why Cat went through a phase also like that truck out there. I'm working on it.
Cat and Navistar had a close... I remember that. They had a pretty close relationship.
For some reason.
In those years, for some reason.
But the difference... Well, I mean, Cat did have the 3116, which is pretty much the same as a Max Force, where it's only good for about 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
And then they went to the 3126, which, like, that truck has...
Bulletproof, yeah.
Probably close to 13,000 hours on it now, and it still runs phenomenally.
Yeah. The 3126 is a bulletproof engine. The 3116 is a disappointment, is what it is.
I don't have the patience for this.
Fair.
We're just going to talk about something else.
It's Huey. That's all you need to know. Max Force is Huey, and the new ones suck.
Yeah, I couldn't remember... Is that all it was? Max Force was just Huey?
The Max Force DT was Huey.
Okay.
So they took the 466 and updated it with Huey injections. Because I think the E was technically also Huey. I want to say the DT466E was Huey.
I think the E was Huey, and I thought Max Force meant something else. I think it was like a combination of Common Rail and Huey.
Yeah.
And that's why it was so bad.
That's why it was so bad, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know
I don't know for sure. I'd have to, actually prepare and remember that we're doing this for once and do some research.
As far as I know, you can look this up for yourselves and let us know in the comments, but as far as I remember, engagement, see? As far as I remember...
I was thinking the same thing.
As far as I remember, the Max Force DTs were Huey. Because I drove one up to Tacoma and then drove it back from Tacoma. It's a 49, whatever the newer ones are. 4900. It's a 5-yard dump truck with Allison in it, and it sounded like you can hear. Huey has that distinct clatter.
Well, you can hear the injectors firing because there's so much pressure behind it.
Yeah. It had that sound.
Actually, that's why I like my 6-liter so much, because it's a very distinct sound, and you can hear, you know what it is
from like a mile away, pretty much.
Well, and like if you put it in tow mode, you can tell when there's zero engine load on it, it shuts the injectors off. Yeah. Because it just turns into an air compressor, basically.
That's an interesting thing too. That Max Force did the same thing. So when you go down a hill, be driving, and you let off the pedal, dead silent.
Yeah, when there's no engine load on it, it shuts the injectors off.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But you can tell when something has a Max Force in it, they have a very distinct sound.
They have a noise, yeah. I
just used to remember every time a school bus went by, I was like, "Yep, that's a Max Force right there." And then I'd see it go by, and I'd see the IC on the bus, and then I'd see the little Max Force badge, and I was like, "Yep, there it is."
There it is.
That's why they had so many problems.
That is true.
That's because they're cheap.
Very.
Because they're Navistar.
The Navistar was like, it didn't used to be that when it was look, we've talked about this 150,000 times on this podcast at this point, but when it was International Harvester, it used to be the other way around.
Like this.
And then, since this is 89, this is right at the beginning. It's kind of sad to see.
I can see the instrument cluster is a Navistar, not International.
You can see that turn. Mm-hmm. The casting on the block, you know how the castings for 466s for
IH
eons had the IH on the side?
This one has
not the Navistar
nothing?
One. It's just blank. Yeah, not even a Navistar logo.
That's pretty sad.
They just blank it out. Because at that point, International Harvester had already sold this off. It was gone.
Well, I remember Mike's dump truck has, even on the axles, it has IH cast into the front of the housing, which is really cool. The
last piece of IH on this bus that I could find on the engine was the intake manifold little IH badge.
Yeah.
On there. And that's it. That's all that was left by 89. So
we're
this
like
is a 90
the oldest young people ever.
that kind of stuff depresses us. We weren't even alive. We're not even alive for that. But it's still sad.
Well, I mean, you think about it, there's a lot of people that still use, my grandpa is still International. You have Internationals. I have Internationals.
Yeah.
I'd rather have anything old than anything newer with emissions on it.
No thanks. Yeah.
But it's I don't know. It's just, you think about it. It's like this end of an era.
We weren't even around, but it's still reading about it. It's incredibly mind-boggling how big of a company it was.
Mm-hmm.
They were huge. They owned.
They were so big that they had to get broken up.
Yeah,
that's how big they were.
Yeah, that's how big they were when they were.
When the Farmall line was out,
yeah,
the Farmalls were just dominating everything, even over Ford.
Oh yeah,
which is
it was
impressive because Ford made a lot of tractors.
Yeah, no, the Farmall line because of what the Farmall line was doing for farms, bringing small tractors to farms with more or with a wider attachment system and all this stuff. They had grown so big to where they were doing stuff like what we're sitting in right now, all the way to stationary power to construction to they had everything.
It was like your typical corporation, like
Deere is today.
I guess. Deere, yeah, or Cat, well, Cat doesn't make tractors anymore, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, they
did at a point.
Yeah, at a point, yeah.
And then they sold it to AGCO. Yeah, don't buy AGCO products; they're not great.
AGCO bought a lot of people. They took White's strategy.
They bought all of the failing brands and somehow have managed to hold it together.
Yeah, White didn't succeed at that, and then they got bought by AGCO.
It's like CNH now. I mean, no matter what you get, AGCO's what? Fendt, Challenger, Massey.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Fendt, Challenger, Massey, Gleaner.
Well, that's just combines though.
Which is combines.
But they're all the same. Gleaner might be different. I'm not sure, but like if you buy like an AGCO Ideal combine,
yeah,
it's the same thing. I think all the fiberglass is black and all that stuff. It literally just has a different sticker on it.
It depends on the sticker. You can get a Massey Ideal, Fendt Ideal, Challenger Ideal. They're all the same.
I don't know if you can get a Challenger. I know you can get a Massey and a Fendt, or not a Fendt, but well, maybe.
I thought there was a Challenger one, but I could be wrong because I remember the Fendt Ideal and the Massey Ideal. I kind of remember a Challenger, but I don't really. The Gleaners are different. Gleaners are still, as far as I know,
Gleaners still might be like
made here.
Yeah,
and I've seen.
They might be kind of their own company.
They are kind of their own company because when you look at a Gleaner, even today, back then they looked like nothing else. They were like Whites. They look like nothing else. Gleaners still look like nothing else.
Versus like all of AGCO's tractors, it's the same thing. It's just got different colored paint on it.
Yeah, like it's similar to Case. They do it similar to how Case and New Holland do it now.
That's where I was going with that. It's like you buy a Case IH tractor, everybody's all one's better than the other. It's literally underneath all the plastic and some of the software. The powertrain is all the same. FPT, it's literally FPT. That's it.
Backed by an FPT transmission. It's the exact same. Some of those, even the smaller ones, are Cummins engines with a rebadge.
Yeah.
Matter of fact.
Yeah.
I was working on a 6070 New Holland, and I opened the hood and I went, that valve cover looks oddly familiar. It has New Holland badges all over it, but that doesn't look right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at the pump, and it's a CP3 mounted to the rear gear train, and it's like, that's a newer Cummins. And then you look at the specs, and it's an FPT 6.7 liter.
Mm-hmm.
That oddly, the bore and stroke are exactly the same as a 6.7 Cummins.
It's literally just a rebadge.
It's literally a rebadge
6.7 Cummins
shoved into the frame of a tractor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all right. That's fine. Those are proven. Those are fantastic engines. It's just
I don't get why they need to call it.
Why do they have to call it an FPT? But then they own them, so that's the other.
Do they?
Weird side of the coin. They own them through a backwards relationship.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever noticed? This is something that I started
Here we
noticing.
go. We're going to go on a tangent.
Yeah, this is a big tangent. Ever notice what trucks are featured in Case IH ads? All the time.
Is it Dodge? Interesting.
You ever notice that?
Yeah. No, I have not. I haven't seen a lot of their ads, but
New Holland ads are the same way. The ad that Case did recently, the farmer speech one, which was a pretty cool film put together.
I'm gonna have to watch this now.
It's on Instagram. I think it's on Case's Instagram. Every single time there was a newer something being filmed of a Case combine going down a row, following that would be a Dodge truck.
Interesting.
Because
weird.
They're owned by the same people. So, yeah. That didn't click in my head until I saw that video.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I forgot about that.
As soon as I saw that video, I was like, oh, yeah. That's right.
I forgot Chrysler's owned by Fiat now.
Fiat, yeah.
Well, they were.
Stellantis.
Fiat might own them too.
Fiat is Stellantis as far as I'm aware, yeah. They named their conglomerate Stellantis when they came together. So that's why you can get the Dodge or Ram ProMaster van is the Fiat van in Europe, rebadged for sale here.
Kind of like how the Freightliner vans are just Mercedes.
The Sprinter, yeah.
Sprinter vans.
The Sprinter vans were Dodge. That was when Daimler had that weird relationship with Dodge. So they had the Dodge Sprinter, the Mercedes Sprinter, and the Freightliner Sprinter.
Now it's just Freightliner.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because now Dodge has their ProMaster van.
Or actually, it's not even Freightliner won't even do those vans, I don't think, anymore. Well, yeah, they do. But it's Mercedes is the main one. Mercedes owns the Sprinter line. They were the first ones that owned it, and then they mixed it in with
everything's a corporation.
It's really weird. It all, like, as soon as I saw that video, I was like, man, I never realized how mixed together it all was until I saw that video and went, they can own the ag, and they also own...
Well, it's because they're not an American company. If they were an American company, they would get broken up.
Yeah, they would. But
maybe. Although Deere is technically an American company too, and they're
Moline, but they're huge.
Yeah,
But Deere doesn't make pickups. They haven't crossed that line yet.
Everybody wants them to.
I don't understand it. It doesn't. I never understood that. Like having big equipment manufacturers make a truck, because it's a market that's about impossible to break into right now.
They made
trucks. This is true. this is
international made trucks.
This is a fact.
And they made a Scout.
I did forget about that. They did.
But that was kind of also a different time.
That was in the 60s, in the 50s, but also before that, because that was also in the 20s.
Up until 30s, the 80s.
All the way up until the 80s. So, but they actually broke in pretty early, because like you can see some of the old Harvester trucks and they've been around a long time.
Yeah.
But if you were to do it now, it's not as easy for a startup company to try and do it.
Well, there's so many rules now.
Oh,
there's like, in this country you have daytime running lights, and your turn signals have to put out so much light at the beginning of their flash and all that. All of the regulations, it's like ridiculous.
Yeah, and you got like different color lens laws for light. Just the regulate. I see what you mean. The regulations. There's a lot of regulations, and so it's tough for a company like, say, Caterpillar, because they had that one dealership did that Cat concept truck, which is a Ford pickup with visual mods.
Sort of like Cat's semi that was literally just international. That said Cat on it. And the key was literally said international on it.
That was, talk about cheap. That was the cheapest way.
And it even had an international powertrain.
Engine. Yeah. It had an S-Series international engine, S-Series drivetrain. That was so lazy. That was such a lazy truck.
I don't know what their thought process was with that one.
Yes, we make engines. Yes. We make them emissions compliant now. Let's not put that in our own truck.
Well, that was after they stopped making engines because they were getting fined out of existence by the EPA.
Was the thought process...
Well, they wanted their own truck.
Right.
But
I'm curious now, because was the thought process, well, we don't make truck engines anymore, let's just break into the truck market by acquiring the rights to the line of cheapest trucks ever made? Or was there an actual necessity behind it, or did they just do it because they thought they needed it? I
don't know. Cat likes to... Well, I think their goal in any market is to own 30% of the market.
Right.
That's their goal.
That did not happen with the Cat truck.
I mean, they own construction.
Yeah.
By far.
By a lot. It's a big They have a big market
That's
share.
a big company there.
And they have a big merchandising share. Really big merchandising share. You wouldn't even know. I mean, go look it up now.
Well, I remember when, like, the Christmas that I got my cat hoodie.
Yeah.
I saw probably 50 of them within the next couple months.
Oh, yeah.
It was ridiculous. Everybody had one.
My brother has one.
Exactly. Everybody has one.
Everybody has one because they're good.
I bet you that's a Carhartt. It says cat on it.
Probably.
Just like their boots are probably like a Wolverine boots.
Yeah, with their badge on it.
With their cat logo on it.
That's what they did with their truck, so I wouldn't understand why they would do it to anything else.
I don't know. Cats.
Interesting.
Cat.
Yeah, they just kind of do their own
They make good equipment. I mean.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't make any of their own engines anymore, but.
No.
Maybe like the big stuff, like still like the C-15s.
They have the C-18 too, the big one. That's theirs still, and the 15 is still there.
When there's like a C-27, that's like, massive stationary power.
There. That's definitely still there.
But like anything below that, like their backhoes are all Perkins.
Yeah.
Really? Anything smaller than that, yeah, they're all Perkapillars.
Well, yeah, they're all the Perkapillars, yeah.
They're Caterpillar, but they're made by Perkins.
Perkins engine with cat badges all over.
And then like the smaller stuff, some of their smaller engines even are like rebadged FPT engines. Oh, and then some of the smaller stuff than that is rebadged Kubota engines or Doosan or whatever.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird. So the smaller stuff they just outsource for a lot of that.
Speaking of Doosan, I got a story for you.
Oh gosh.
I ran the generator at the yard out of fuel. That was fun.
Oops.
There's no priming bulb on it. That was fun. It was not that bad though, because all I did was stick the air nozzle in the fuel tank and go while it was rolling over and it started right up.
Oh, there you go.
Mark was like, "That's going to be a pain in the ass to get it to start again." It took about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I was like, it wasn't.
It wasn't that bad.
Once I finally figured out that there was no priming bulb, because he said there's a priming bulb on there somewhere, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like,
nah.
Where? And there wasn't. So I just was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna do this.
That's when you go get one of the boat ones.
That's what That's what they have.
Really?
Yeah. Typically, yeah.
That's
so
fun.
There you go.
Wow. Time to go get a boat.
It's not stupid if it works, right?
Right. Those are cheap and effective.
So. But we looked at the fuel filters on it, and they have a date on them.
Oh no.
And it was 3 years ago. That's when they got that thing. This is the first time it's run out of fuel.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's how little we use it and how fuel efficient that thing is.
Yeah, true.
It's just got a little, I think it's a 3-cylinder Doosan engine in it. So
yeah, those are good little engines. Yeah, that's what's in the 17s size machines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
solid. There you go. Huh? All yarn. That's interesting. But yeah,
it took them 3 years to run it out of fuel. So that's pretty good.
That's solid. That's
because it wasn't running when they bought it. Mark had to fix it.
Huh?
Had two bad injectors, I think. So it was like firing on one, like a hit or miss engine, like that.
Like that big cam.
That poor engine.
That's a great engine there.
That's quality. Nobody can figure it out.
No, they've had a lot of people through it that have been into those before, or at least been around truck engines before. And
all the stuff there is so old. It's like,
oh yeah.
I get that it's expensive, but if you're gonna run a diesel program, you kind of need more stuff that's like got emissions on it.
Yeah.
So you're like,
I understand learning the basics through them, like taking them apart and stuff like that, but
they need to sell some of the older stuff like that. Nobody's ever gonna figure out that Gardner truck, that Cascadia, the white one. Nobody's ever gonna figure that thing out. So you might as well just get rid of it.
Especially because I made it worse.
Well, we don't need to talk about that. Stealing parts.
The ECM allegedly isn't the one that was in it when it started.
But didn't you prove that the ECM was not bad? Or the SAM cab module or whatever you took out of that thing? It was
bad.
Oh, it was? Oh.
I proved that it was bad.
So what you need is a new SAM cab module.
Yeah.
And it would probably be fine.
Not even that, because the SAM cab in the red Freightliner is the one out of the Gardner truck. The one out of the Gardner truck is it's the one out of a truck that was in the other yard
That was no longer
that I found, or it was the one out of the red Freightliner. I don't remember what I put in there. I know I did that. I just don't remember what I did.
Typical.
I have no
for
idea.
Around there.
The red Freightliner works fine now. It just thinks it's a year newer than it actually is.
It's fine. And we had to steal the parking brake switch.
Yes,
because it was backwards.
It was the air alarm. The brake air alarm is for some reason.
It was for the parking brake because it was. Remember?
Oh yeah, no, it was the parking brake. He's right. Yeah.
Because one of them was normally closed, one of them was normally open.
But they're a year different, so they changed it.
Well, yeah. So when you switched the Sam Cab module, it thought the parking brake was on when it was released.
It was off, yeah. So it was yelling at you for moving.
And then it wouldn't give you any throttle because it was like, excuse me, the parking brake's on.
Yeah. Yeah. Figured that one out the hard way.
Yeah. Well,
But
you gotta learn somehow.
Fixed
it. Now it works fine.
The truck's fine. That truck's fine. It has issues, but those issues happened long after I was done with
adjacent.
It's fine adjacent. Everything there can be described as fine adjacent.
It needs a cab suspension bag because it's one of them has a hole in it.
That one has a hole in it.
Minor details.
And
it's fine.
It was having
the DOT doesn't care about air leaks. It's fine.
Minor detail. It's fine.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. That truck, and then they got
all the garbage trucks.
The garbage trucks are basically junk. I mean, that's why
they're there.
They're done with them.
Did they finally get rid of the original, the OG garbage truck that everybody had to jump because they couldn't figure out why?
Pretty sure that one's gone. Because I remember that one leaving and then them bringing in the International, which doesn't have a garbage truck bed on it.
The truck that shall not be named.
The truck shall not be named. And then...
Well, the truck whose nickname shall not be repeated. Yes. Even though you just repeated it, but whatever.
Moving on. They wouldn't have been... Yeah, it's fine. Don't go back. Don't go back. There's that one, and then there's that other cab over one.
Well, there's 2 cab overs now, isn't there?
Is there?
I think there's 2.
Yeah, they're newer though.
Yeah, they're not necessarily newer, but they're
new to the college.
They're not the OG garbage truck that we all know and hated.
The OG was. I thought that was I think it was a Peterbilt, like a 330.
I think they all are.
Yeah.
All the cab over ones are pretty much Peterbilts.
It was a Peterbilt 330.
Dave had to do a cam in a garbage truck, one of LeMay's trucks. I was like, you have fun with that.
You can have fun with that. I think they have, if I remember right, the one that the OG had it was a small Cummins.
Like it was an L9 or something.
L9, yeah, I think it was an L9. I think you're right. ISL9.
Actually,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But it had an interrupt in the starting circuit, and I think somebody finally figured it out right before it left.
Yeah, well, because I remember Oliver, Izzy, and I had a solution.
You hardwired a starter switch in?
Start switch and then zip tied it to the side. So we had a pretty clean setup going where we built a custom starter button just for the job. So we didn't use somebody's starter button. This was a custom built PVC starter button. So
perfect.
It was a PVC tube with the 2 caps on it with the button on this end. And the wires they were just the right length to run. The tube was zip tied to this, like a strut support for something on that side. It was like a hose support or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was zip tied right behind the driver's door. And then the wires ran straight to the starter trigger. Nice. On ring terminals instead of, hokey alligator clamps. So it was hardwired to the starter. So you just...
It was a solution.
You'd walk up, you'd turn the key on, you'd step outside the truck.
But at least it ran good. I mean, it ran fine.
The truck ran fine.
It just wouldn't start with the key for some reason.
Yeah.
And Peterbilt wouldn't give us a wiring diagram.
Yeah, that's right.
To try and figure it out. Because whatever reason, PACCAR, PACCAR was probably like, you got to buy our software if you want that. And we're like, no, let's not do that.
I'm good, thanks.
They probably would now, because now they're friendlier with us, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Since we've been there a few times.
Yeah. They know, they came to us twice, and then we went out to Mount Vernon.
That was a trek.
That was fun. That was, wow.
That was a long day.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, that was cool. That facility was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool. And yeah, that was neat. So I'm sure they would be a little bit more.
Well, they did give us a Pico, so.
True.
A PACCAR Pico.
PACCAR Pico. PACCAR branded Pico scope.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty neat. But yeah, those trucks that truck's gone. Now there's 2 cab overs. And that truck that shall not be named, and then that's it.
There's the red Freightliner still. I don't know if anybody ever...
The 112?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody ever figured that thing out.
No. Well, they did. They figured it out, but they couldn't get parts.
Probably.
They were super expensive.
The college was like, nah.
Nah, bro. Because that's an M11 truck.
Go figure.
And they had...
Just like the white Volvo was.
The injector harness was smoked.
And
the injectors had been out of it and then taken apart at some point, allegedly. And then were put together wrong. They were missing parts. And so the injectors weren't sound. They were not functioning, was the issue. And so they priced out injectors, but they were, for an M11, they were obscenely
thousands
expensive.
Of dollars.
Yes, multiple thousands of dollars to do the injectors in that truck.
Yeah,
and it's
like you know, a 30-year-old truck.
So you look at the value of an FL112 Freightliner, you go, nah, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, and that's a little old to be learning on. It's at least it's electronic injection, yeah. But it's like they need to buy some PACCAR products. They need to buy something with an MX in it, and then they need to buy something like, you know, a Kenworth or a Peterbilt with an X15 or something.
Something, yeah.
Something newer, you know.
Yeah. Something. It'd be really cool to buy something that's broken-ish, so the price isn't terrible.
Go to Ritchie Brothers and raid the Inop line. That's what they need to do.
That's what they need to do, because I've seen some new stuff go through there.
Oh yeah. Broken crank. That would be fun.
That would be fun. That would actually be kind of funny to do. Broken crank engine, or like even like emission stuff is expensive, but you can diagnose it.
Yeah, but at least people would learn how to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. We have trucks with emissions, but
they're not ours. They're CDLs.
Yeah, exactly, and it's rare that we ever work on them. Like the red Freightliner has emissions, but the only thing I've done to it is change out the differential temperature sensors on the DPF, because one was bad.
Right before the parade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when I was on crunch time.
That's the only thing that truck does anymore is the parade.
I was on crunch time because that truck was very broken, and that's when I did the SAM cab swap, because I had to figure something out. I had to, and I threw the SAM cab in it and it fixed it, and then I just went and did the differential temp sensors on the thing, and that fixed that. But then as soon as he gets in it to go do the parade, I hear him let the brakes off. It's the entire parade. I think it's kind of funny now, looking back and going, oh, he had to do the entire parade with the beeper on, which is pretty funny.
And no throttle.
And no throttle, because it limited the throttle, which he was going slow anyway, so.
You should put it in higher gear and
in my defense,
idle along.
In my defense. Intentional. But yeah, I fixed that. It's fine.
I'd like to say that the guy that drove the other float in the last parade, he did a pretty good job. Just saying.
Just, you know.
I don't know who that was.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely wasn't there.
No, you weren't.
No, I was.
Not at the first one.
No, I was not at the first one. I was not at the first one. I was at the second one.
I texted you and you're like, oh, that's today? Oops.
I showed up for the second one. I did. So, I made
Are we going to do that this year? Or
we should just show up.
I'll drive again. I don't care.
Or we could just show. So there was an idea floating around from some of the other students, fellow students and classmates and stuff. It'd be really funny. We were in the crowd, and then we just started getting on the float as it passed by.
Yeah, I don't think they'd like that.
I don't think so. But it would be really funny.
I just like walk up to the driver's door and say, "Get out!
Get out!
I'm driving now. Look at me. I am the captain of the ship."
It would be awesome to stage a bit where when they slow down, if like they ever slow down to a crawl, one of us is planted in the driver's seat, and then the other one walks up and takes the driver's seat, and the other one gets out.
That'd be pretty funny.
Just like,
or just scoots over in the passenger seat.
Yeah. Put it in 4 low.
Just let it idle.
Let it idle along, and then in the middle of it,
that'd be awesome.
Somebody gets in the driver's door, and then they'd be like, "Wait, where are they taking us?" Who was that?
We just make a random turn to nowhere. Be like, hold on. I guess we're going for a ride.
That was a good float this last.
It was.
December.
There was a lot of lights on it.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
We got first place.
We sure did.
Not for an actual reason, but we still got first place. Right?
Best parade float, dude. So good publicity.
Good something. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Looked good. Looked really good.
We helped set up the judges stand table thing trailer.
Yeah.
Platform. That's the word I was looking for there.
Yeah.
The platform.
Yeah.
Again. So.
Yeah, I missed that one because I forgot what day it was.
You have a calendar on your phone.
I'm aware, and I never use it.
I'm aware.
Because I did it.
Hence why you missed 2 events.
There's a picture of us in the paper from last year when I did it with you guys, and then I was like, I forgot what I was even doing that day.
Did it come up in your Facebook memories?
Yeah, it might have.
And you're like, oh, that was probably today. Oops.
I totally forgot. I was like, oh.
Isn't that fun when you've had something planned for a long time, or somebody else has had something planned that you said you'd be there, and then you're like, it's like 9:30 at night after it already happened, and you're like, oh. Oops. Kind of like, what would have happened tonight if you hadn't reminded me that we were going to do this podcast.
It'd have been 9:30 and been like, oh.
I've been like, hey, you want to record a podcast? And you've been like, you wouldn't have been responded.
I wouldn't have even responded.
Because you would have been asleep already.
Peacefully sleeping just like this. And then at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'd have looked at my phone and went, oh, yeah.
Oops. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
What did we learn this week at school?
This week we learned...
Some people should not be welders.
We learned some people shouldn't be welders. We also learned some people shouldn't be truck drivers either.
Who are we talking about?
Because we had to fix their mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Some people,
I forgot. Yeah.
It's imperative that...
Everybody that I've told about that has never heard of that happening.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, no, me neither.
1, 2, 3 yokes.
Snapped 2 ears clean off of all 3 of the yokes.
All three.
It was impressive.
Yeah. It's important that when you have the truck in park that it's in neutral before you get out and let
before you dump the clutch.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a parking brake is what that is.
Yeah, that's... wow, good job. Kudos to Freightliner on that parking brake. That holds.
But yeah, we put that driveline back in and
drove it
around, and it shifted fine, ran fine.
Yeah. I wasn't really expecting it. I mean,
I thought something was going to be messed up.
I thought the transmission was going to be messed up, to be honest, but it was fine. It just was like a 10.
The only issue was that dust shield that was self-clearancing.
Yeah.
That might get yeeted off of there when we take it back apart to put seals in it. Because it was slinging oil everywhere.
Oh, yeah. No, when we got back, there was axle oil on everything. But
it wasn't terrible, but it was enough to be like, oh, hey, we should probably put a seal in that.
Like our tool guy said, they don't check that.
They don't check anything.
They don't check anything, so it's probably smart to do.
We should also work on the other truck if it's still in there. The other CDL truck with the coolant bottle. Remember that one?
Right. Yeah, because I got a radiator.
We should do that first before we yard the driveline back out of the other one.
Yeah.
We should make sure everything's good and pull it outside and do the force regen on it so it can check itself while we're doing the other one.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. We'll do that.
Then we can get Clint 2 trucks back and he'll be happy with us.
One day, yeah, that'll be easy. Because now that we have the driveline, we know how it goes in.
We know that we have the right yoke.
Yeah. Oops. Oopsies.
We won't call him out for that.
No, because that was... He didn't know what rear ends it had before because everything was shrapnel.
Pretty much.
So it's hard to get a measurement off of shrapnel.
I'm surprised they didn't give him the yokes,
off
of the transmission and the...
I don't know why they didn't, because those, you could have got something off of those.
Like the measurement?
Like the measurement, yeah.
To match him?
Maybe, just maybe. Once I told him it was a Meritor rear end, I mean, because he knows all that stuff.
Yeah.
As soon as I told him it was a Meritor rear end, he goes, "Oh, you need this, this, and this," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then we went down there and it's right. So
But we know we have the right parts.
Yeah, and it all fits, and it's relatively easy to take apart if you do it. Like, I think
if you use an impact, and you don't get halfway through it, and somebody says, "Hey, we have an impact," and I was like,
"Really?
Why is it not in my hand already?"
I think if we leave the carrier bearing in, and we just take out,
we're gonna have to take it off again.
You think so?
We might as well just separate the whole thing again.
Okay.
Because the front shaft isn't going to come out without taking the carrier bearing.
True.
Because there's no slip.
There's no slip.
There's no slippage.
You can just do the rear with that, but you'd have to take the carrier off the front anyway. So
it'll be easier this time though, because the front half will be supported by the transmission. Yeah. You can set half of it on the floor, and yeah,
that'll work. We will do that then.
Yeah, so we'll put new output shaft seal in and a new pinion seal in.
That's the word.
In the rear end, and then that thing should be good to go.
Yeah, they can have that truck back, and then we got to do the coolant one.
Just, they can have it back so somebody can mess it up again. Because it's going to happen.
When the transmission explodes, it'll be back.
Yeah, that end play on the that front yoke's a little questionable.
You don't.
Whatever.
You wouldn't measure that in thousandths when you could see it.
Oh, it was a good 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
At least. I have a video. It's pretty good.
Or more. Yeah.
I think it was a 1/4.
1/4?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're not measuring it in thousandths anymore.
When you can hear it go thunk. Thunk, 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 thunk.
Questionable.
That's a problem. But it drives fine, so.
Yeah, it did. And it made it down the freeway, so.
It made it up to 60 and back to the college after doing 60. So I was like, okay.
Okay. That's fine.
I will take it.
Yeah. That's fine. We can do that any day. That's fine. And then, we'll look at the cooling system on the other truck and see what needs to be wrapped up. So. That's
in our metalwork and fabrication class where we're working on trucks.
Yeah, the project we had for metalwork and fabrication.
Kind of got hijacked from us.
Got hijacked. And so,
and then we're going to have to cut that apart again anyway and redo it.
Yeah. Now it's truck work and truckation.
Oh, dude. It's so bad.
Both the stands that got built in that shop, both of them are so bad.
One is slightly better than the other one.
Just by the welds, pretty much, is the only thing that...
Well, it doesn't look like a flock of seagulls flew over it and took a crap on it, so...
Helpful hand.
Some people are, like, when they're that arrogant, some people are scary.
Yeah, it's like... So, let me get this straight. Okay.
So you saw it going like that, and you decided to weld the whole thing like that.
Yeah.
Instead of maybe questioning...
Something's not right here.
Why does it look like bird crap?
The worrying part to me is, if you were as high up as this person was at their previous career, doesn't that make you a little bit terrified?
I'm sure he was good at that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're good at everything else.
Yeah, you can be good at one occupation. That doesn't make you brilliant at everything. That's...
Yeah, just because you think you know how to do something doesn't mean you do. So, I mean, I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. But I know how to weld, and that was not a good weld.
You literally, there were welds to compare it to, right next to the welds that he did.
I literally told Brian, don't let anybody put an engine on that.
It's gonna
go straight in the scrap bin because it's gonna kill somebody if they put an engine on it.
Just outright. Yeah, he's gonna have a talking to on Monday. Stern talking to on Monday.
Anyway, moving on. What else is there?
Other than that, I mean, we're in
a bus, so there's that.
There is always that. So, and then
I went to the not the hardware store this time. I did go to the hardware store this morning, but I went to the parts store 3 times today. Belts are so much fun. That's, I made an assumption and it was a mistake. Because I had a belt that used to be a certain width.
Oh, yeah.
About 30 years ago. It is no longer that. So when you put a different belt on there, it's too short.
Or
you put the same belt that's actually the right width, it was too short.
Oh, I see.
So then I went there and I got 2 belts that were ½ inch shorter because I assumed, hey, it might be shorter.
Right.
That's what I get for assuming. Neither of them were long enough, so I went back.
Okay.
I got the size belt that came off of it originally. I got the size bigger than that. Okay. That was too big. So then I had to order the other one that matched the size that was already on there to the store, and then I went and got that and came back.
Yeah, okay.
That one worked.
The one that it came with.
I was like, wow, I shouldn't have done that at all.
That is the way that it's supposed to be.
So, someday I'll learn.
One day.
Not anytime soon, but someday.
Lawnmower belts were always my favorite.
No, they're not. They're not great.
No, when you modify a lawnmower with a smaller pulley, then you have to try guessing what your size is. And you go through like 3 different belts because you burn the one completely up, and then it's destroyed because it was too long. And then the one that's too short barely fits on, so you wedge it over with a screwdriver, and that doesn't last very long. And then you just kind of try and find the in-between, but by then you've already sold it because you got tired of it. It's an endless battle when you do modified lawnmowers because it's...
Well, that thing's different, too, because it's so old. It's like nobody made engines with the shaft on the bottom.
Right.
That wasn't a thing.
Right.
Because that's weird.
Horizontal engines was the normal.
Mine it's just a cast iron Kohler.
Yeah.
Just 10 horse. Cast iron sleeve.
We had a wheel horse we had acquired because wheel horses they're like a collectible thing.
What is a wheel horse?
A wheel horse tractor. It's a small.
Oh geez.
Think of it like the Farmall of lawn tractors, garden tractors.
Yeah.
Basically. So Wheel Horse was its own independent company. They got bought by Toro later, but before they were bought by Toro, they were their own independent company that they ran for a very long time. This one, I think, was a 50s or maybe 60s model.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this way overbuilt, tough, small,
sort of like a
garden tractor, like a Cub Cadet. It had what they called the Wheel Horse Unidrive system, which was a 3-speed transmission that it was super wide. Like the technology inside a Unidrive, Wheel Horse Unidrive, was pretty crazy for the time. It had it's like a shift on the go kind of thing. It's super weird. And then it has you can put 3-point hitches on them, but you also have the tow bar from the factory. Wheel Horse made attachments for them, and it's a little tiny, like a slotted hole that you just slide a bar into, and then attachments go off the back of that, and it lifts and lowers with the deck raise and lower.
That's exactly like a Cub Cadet.
Yeah, it's just got this little tiny tube back here that does this.
Yeah, that's exactly what mine does.
Wheel Horse was pretty popular for doing that. That was kind of like their thing, and then their decks were pretty. We had the deck for it too, which is pretty rare. Most of them by now the deck is long gone. Unfortunately, we couldn't put the original power plant back on because it had been mangled to fit some good old Briggs 5-horse, but it was a Kohler before.
Most of everything back then was a cast iron Kohler.
Yeah,
that's pretty much
which is what that was. we sold that engine with it, so the next owner could fit it back up and go back to the way it was. But they were a pretty neat tractor. And then we owned I think I might have told you about the Simplicity. Maybe.
Probably. I just don't remember.
We nicknamed it the Complexity.
Oh, God.
Because it just was.
It was complicated.
They wanted simplicity. They still do this to this day. They push lawnmower technology further than it ever should go. Right now, Simplicities have coilover suspension in the back, and they have tractor seats, and they have it's like a spring ride tractor seat, and they have a lot of interesting features. So I thought when we first bought the Complexity, the weird features that were on it was just like, oh, that's a 70s thing. No, they still do it today. So nice. It's a them thing. This tractor, originally it was powered by an 11 horse engine. We couldn't get it running because it was a piece of junk and it was broken. We got tired of it. We used to hoard a bunch of lawnmower parts. Mm-hmm. We had a 22.5 horse Kohler V-twin.
Of course you did.
Sitting out back, so we threw that on it because that's funny. For some reason, the bolt pattern was the same, so that just made it happen faster. So I love it. We threw it in there, and then like everything hooked up. So like the choke hooked up, and we're like, this is weird. So we had this tractor.
Oh.
So the weird features. Let's get that out of the way. Cast iron limited slip differential in the rear for starters.
On a lawnmower.
On a lawnmower.
Nice.
It was a VariDrive, which is a high-low 3-speed behind, or not even that. It was a 3-speed or 4-speed transmission behind a torque converter. So the torque converter is mounted to the input, so you can vary every gear infinitely.
Why?
For ranges and stuff.
Why would you need that?
There was like 36 belts on the bottom of this thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Because of this.
I would hate to be the guy that has to fix that.
It had an original snowplow attachment still on it, which was pretty neat. They came with tractor tires from the factory in the rear.
Why?
Headlights. They were halogen General Electric headlights, 2 of them in the front.
I love it.
Best part of all was the mods that we did, because we used to do some signature weird stuff to our lawnmowers.
Like the one that you put a turbo on?
Yeah, one? That's a legend. The Simplicity is also a legend. We took the exhaust and we modified it. We pie cut it and kind of got it to where it needed to be, so we could put a how do I put this? It allegedly might have been what is the name of those mufflers? Because I'm trying to think.
A glass pack?
Oh, yeah. It allegedly might have been a glass pack. So we...
Or a cherry bomb?
Oh, no, it was a glass pack.
Nice.
It was a 16-inch long... Or no, it was longer than that. It was a... It was about that long. So we took the exhaust...
3 feet
we went
tall.
out here, and then we took an old piece of a V-twin muffler. So the V-twin mufflers, they have the 2 exhaust pipes going in, and then they're just a tube. Well, we cut that in half and then welded the big tube part to the bottom of the glass pack.
Oh, geez.
And then the little tube welded right up to our custom exhaust that wide into it.
Uh-huh.
And then this glass pack stack goes up, and then the end of it had a 2-inch piece of pipe with a flapper. And so it's a big metal flake purple glass pack sticking out of the side of it. And then we took a laser cut NWE logo and tacked it in 4 corners on the pipe. It is extremely recognizable as a thing. Most memorable part was when we were going to sell it, and somebody on Facebook goes, "No way, I literally just finished watching the video."
That's awesome.
This is on here. It's recognizable because in the middle of the video, we thought it would be funny to get the Ace Hardware chrome paint and paint the snowplow blade as a joke. So the snowplow blade is chrome color.
That's awesome. Well, that's so good.
It has this very recognizable chrome pipe. Or not chrome pipe, metal flake purple pipe sticking up the side. That was a really fun tractor until I went to go drive it up. I don't even know why. I was driving it up to the hay feeder, the silage feeder up in the front field, just because I was bored.
And you got stuck.
Driving? No. driving it, and all of a sudden it quits driving. I hear a snap, and then it quits driving. I look down. The ancient belt that goes to the torque converter, the Varadrive, had given out. Weird. It was just flapping there. And I stuck it for sale shortly after that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Did not fix that. It had no belt. Sold it without that.
But it had everything else.
Oh, yeah, everything
cool.
else.
It had the cool factor. The
cool factor. It was
as seen on YouTube.
It was the turbo mower was also when we sold that, but that wasn't. I don't think the guy knew where that had come from. So he had no idea that the background on it was it went through 2 stages and both of them were equally terrible.
That's awesome.
I never did what I wanted to do with the turbo mower, which was do a draw through carb. Because if I did the draw through carb, it would have run fine and it would have had like 5 pounds of boost, which is so stupid for a lawnmower. But
you would have blown it up.
I would have blown it up, but it would have been really funny if I would have.
That would have been a good YouTube video.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's plenty of lawnmowers. We could still do it.
I don't want to do that ever again.
Why not? It'd be so much fun.
That is the last time I want to do that. If I want to do a lawnmower now, I want to get a diesel lawnmower just because I think that's cool.
There you go.
The Kubota makes the old Kubotas that had the 3 and 4 cylinder Kubota diesels in them. You can turn them up, and they absolutely roll cold. It's hilarious. There's videos.
Do they have can you put turbo on them?
Oh yeah, you can, because the Kubotas, they're all universal and stuff, so you can just throw a turbo on it. There's guys. So,
oh god,
the rabbit hole is deep. I used to watch garden tractor pulling videos because that is,
of course,
that's a class of pulling, and the guys that had the Kubota HST hydrostat diesels, those things are dominant. It was insane because they have to have a different class for them because they're aspirated, because they'll put the turbos on them. And they'll have a turbo sticking out of the hood or whatever, and then a stack.
Oh, of course.
Coming out. Oh my gosh, they're hilarious. Here's a little turbo. And it's picking the tires up and twisting like this. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
I need that in my life.
I need that in my life. And then you have like your Cubs and stuff, which are really fun to watch because they're kind of like watching a Johnny Popper go through. It's like, yeah, that's kind of cool to watch because it's working. But yeah, they are dominant. The diesel ones are dominant in that class. It's hilarious.
I just use mine to mow my lawn. So
yeah,
I use it as an actual lawnmower.
It's funny how that's changed because it used to be for me it was lawnmowers. Oh, I only buy them because I buy them cheap and I mess with them and then I break them and stuff or whatever.
Now you use it.
Now the most recent one I bought was like a total culture shift because I actually had to look for one that.
Well, you bought 2.
I did technically buy 2. Yeah.
You bought a parts machine to go with your normal machine.
My normal machine, which the guy. You remember?
I remember that.
Yeah, the guy goes, "Yeah, I bought this one for parts," and I'm looking at it, it's like, this is nicer.
That one's nicer than the other one.
What do you do? So yeah, the one that was his parts machine is still mowing to this day. It's totally fine. I have no idea.
Was that the one with the mulching deck on it, or was that the other one?
The mulching deck was his baby. That was the one that he mowed with. That's the one that's currently sitting out there. That's got like a bunch of stuff taken off of it because
it's a pile.
It's the other way. It should have been the other way around.
Yeah, well, some people don't know any better.
Because he had already taken the plastic off because it has the fender plastic with the handles, the hand grabs or whatever. He had taken the one off already. He was starting to take parts off of it, and I was like, "This is weird." And after I got that one going and serviced it, that one is a way better mower than that one. So,
how big isn't that? Like a 72-inch deck on that?
54 inch.
I was off.
72 would be awesome, but that's like bad boy mower too.
The mowers that I was working on.
Oh gosh.
John Deere X750.
Yeah, you did tell me about this.
Way more complicated than it needs to be. It's got power steering. It's got hydraulic deck controls. And it's got a hydraulic cylinder, little baby hydraulic cylinder that moves the door to control whether you blow the clippings out the side or not. I'm like, why? This is why. This
wildly complicated, yeah.
And I had to pull the control valve apart because the deck wouldn't go down.
Imagine that.
So I cracked both of the lines. I think I told you about this.
Yeah, you did, as a matter of fact.
But I cracked both of the lines, and there was no pressure in it. There was a plug in the side of it. I pulled that, and it was fine. So I pulled the spool out, and the spool came out kind of hard. And I was like, well, that's different.
That's interesting.
And then the little collar that's supposed to spring center your two-way spring-centered control valve,
the part
spool
that matters.
Well, it was stuck into the spot that it sits in, centered, so it wouldn't go up. The valve wouldn't go
down.
Well, it would go down, or no, it would go up. So you could pull the valve, and it would go up, but it would not go down.
Huh.
So I just played with that collar a little bit, and then I saw, there's a little rusty spot on there.
Oh yeah.
So I just cleaned that up a little bit and put it back together, and
that's fine.
Well, actually, as soon as I took the spool out, it spit a bunch of hydraulic oil everywhere, and the deck went down. I was like, weird.
That's yeah.
I was just like, why do we need hydraulics on mowers?
What was wrong?
It's a lawnmower.
That once you start getting up in size, yeah, it's needless.
The Bobcat zero-turn mower that he has also does not have a hydraulic deck.
Yeah, and normally
it has a big lever that you pull.
Yeah, or even like
and it's got a 72-inch deck.
Some of them have a foot pedal. It's like, what was wrong with that?
We're just overcomplicating everything and adding more stuff to fail.
I can understand if it's on a real mower for a golf course. But that's not a real mower for a golf course.
It's like, somebody walks into a deer dealership and says, I want a lawnmower, and that's what they give them.
Yeah.
And it's like, they've got all this complicated stuff. Let's put hydraulics on something that sits for 9 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Because it's too cold for the grass to grow.
Yeah. And let's make this is not a garden tractor per se. It doesn't have.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't for. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't like auxiliary hydraulics for a bucket or something like that, like you can put on the front. This is literally just the deck. The deck is hydraulic.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, there is hydraulics for the snowplow attachment if you get that.
If you get that. But again, we don't live in a place where you need that. John Deere has been doing hydraulics for a long time, but not for the deck. They always had the front hydraulics for your snowblower, your plow, and your... If you can do a front loader.
But it's like a 25-horse lawnmower.
Right.
Why?
I don't know.
This is... No.
What?
Just why?
I loved garden tractors. I still do love garden tractors because they're hilarious. No matter what brand. You can get them from Sears, Craftsman, whatever. They're hilariously overbuilt. And it's so much fun.
That's why I like my Cub Cadet so much.
Yeah.
It's, International in their cast iron ring around the grill. It has that. It's like, a 1/4 inch thick.
Yeah. You can't hurt that
cast
thing.
Iron.
Yeah.
That's everything is iron on that. The engine's cast iron.
Yeah, iron.
It's like, so here's the thing I've noticed between like that Craftsman mower that I got from, it's not important, but it's got a 21 horse Briggs V-twin in it.
Yeah.
And my Cub Cadet will outcut that thing any day of the week.
Yeah.
Because it has more torque. It'll drag it down. Actually no, it won't drag it down. You can just hear it load up.
Yeah.
And it loves it.
Yeah.
It can't get enough of it.
It was built for that, yeah.
But it'll just pull, and that other one will just die.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is dumb.
Yeah, I always loved the big... The cast iron ones were brilliant, but for some reason I always had a draw to it's a thing with muscle tractors too, but it's the
muscle lawnmower.
The muscle garden tractor era, where it's... Because that was a thing too. Giant horsepower, small frame, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I remember seeing they were hard to find, but you could find a Sears Craftsman, like a GT 4000 or 6000 with a 27 horsepower Briggs in front of the high-low 4-speed.
Why?
And it was hilarious. Like, I always was like, you'd see one and you go, that's rare. I kind of want that. Because the 22.5 in the 90s, the Sears Craftsman era, the 22.5 Kohler, absolutely legendary. The Kohler Command 22.5. You could not beat the strength and the performance for the year mated to the high-low 4-speed of the GT 4000 or 6000. Epic. Fantastic for a mud mower. Awesome, because it just has all the torque. But I've always had this thought, the 27 horse. What was that like? I gotta know.
You're going to find one.
I remember there being a 30 horsepower, and I've always wanted to find one. Geese.
That is what that is, yes.
But yeah, always wanted to find. Or I've seen the 27 horses pop up, and I would always think, man, that would be hilarious.
It's just amazing to me how much things have changed with like even stuff like that, like lawnmowers.
Yeah.
Like that My Cub Cadet versus anything new.
Yeah.
It's like everything moves off of that lever.
Yeah.
The deck height lever. The snowplow.
Yep.
I have a plow, a mower deck, and a rock rake for that thing.
Yeah. It all moves off the same
way. And a tiller.
Oh, you do have a tiller.
That moves off the same thing too.
Yep.
But everything runs off of a belt. Everything. Mm-hmm. And the only thing is the belt goes like this, and then it has two pulleys, and it goes up over the pulley on the engine and comes back down.
Yeah.
And there's a clutch on that pulley.
Yeah.
And it's just simple.
Works fine.
There's one belt. There's two belts. One is the starter generator belt.
Yep.
And the other one is your implement belt.
Yeah.
But it just works.
They always work, yeah. That's how I remember we had an Indianapolis 500 special edition Craftsman. Sears Craftsman.
Why is that a thing?
We were so deep into the lawnmower rabbit hole. It's not even funny. We had the funniest part yet. This is not just an addition.
Uh-oh.
This was at the Indianapolis 500 during a race because there's pictures of them. They would provide. Sears Craftsman provided lawnmowers for they were garden tractors to use as pole rigs for the race cars. So you could you would pull the race car with it because it's a garden tractor. All the race teams got one. We got the one for, I forget the guy's name, but it's for team number 68. This is not just an addition. This was literally, it has the plaque on the top from being at the race. It was this team owner's
that's awesome.
mower, and they used it to pull this car. And it has the team number on the side and the plaque. So that's how you know it's an Indy 500 edition. That was I think that was the coolest and rarest lawnmower we had ever come across because we did that for so many years.
You don't have it anymore, do you?
No, because the main goal of that was to buy and sell. So that was what started this. Was lawnmower. We started with lawnmowers.
So you started with a lawnmower, and now we're sitting in your school bus.
Yeah.
That's the main part of the story here.
It goes from lawnmower to school bus. There's no in between.
You can see the point in the past where this is where it began.
This is where we are.
Now we're in a school bus.
But
this is awesome.
The lawnmower is what started it, and we had so many cool lawnmowers over the years. That were just weird and different that people like. That was Gavin's. He acquired that out of Tacoma. It was just a random, some lady had it. We have no idea how it made it from Indiana to here. We have no idea. We have no idea how it got here.
That's awesome.
It's just great that it did.
Yeah.
and then we made videos off of that one. It has, the what are the moon style hubcaps? It has those on all four wheels, chrome, polished,
on a lawnmower.
Nice. This thing was fantastic. It has a special stripe.
Of course it does.
Fantastic lawnmower.
You know what would be fun?
What?
Trying to collect them all.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That'd be pretty funny.
That would be funny. There's a museum with a few of them in it. I have no idea how one of them ended up out here. How it's not in a museum.
Magic.
But it's here. It was here. We owned it for a little bit.
That'd be fun to try and track them all down and bring them to the guy that has the museum.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun. They're all, most of them I bet are still in Indiana, but yeah, that one made it to Washington State.
I know what else we could talk about. I don't think I had bought it yet when the last podcast was recorded.
Oh.
My 038.
Oh yeah.
I bought another saw, guys.
Bought another saw.
I blame him.
What?
It's completely his fault. And him and his brother are pushers.
We are very good at the push.
Chainsaw salesmen. That's what they are. That's what Caleb is.
That's what Caleb is.
Well, he's the reason I bought my 572
Husky.
And then, I had already started at that point.
It was too late.
I had my my 450 already.
Yeah.
Husky, the truck saw.
But
I've had that for like 3 years.
Yeah, right.
I've had that for like 3 years.
Right.
4 years now, but then I, bought the 460 because I was like, let's go a little bit bigger. I got some pretty good sized wood in my yard I got to cut up. And then I was like, those are some pretty big rounds. I was like, then I talked to you. I was like, I might have to have you bring your big boy saw over here.
Yeah.
And then I had never been to Madsen's or Service Saw.
Yeah.
It was a mistake to go with them.
To be fair.
Because I immediately bought a Husqvarna 572 XP with a 36-inch bar on it. Because I needed to cut 2 rounds with it.
Good idea. That's our mindset. Oh, I need to cut 2 bigger
now
rounds.
I have been bitten by the saw bug.
Yeah, and it gets you like that.
So now I have 4.
Yeah.
I started with 1.
My dad probably did the same thing. He probably started with 1. It's not 1 anymore.
Well, what did we determine yesterday? 16?
16 saws in that shed. It's just like, I want to use that one today. It's not
Eeny, meeny, miny, that one.
That one. It's gotten to the point now where I'll be like, I want to use the smallest one because that's funny. We have a MS 180 Farm Boss. A 180 is like that big.
16-inch bar.
With a 16-inch bar. I've used that to notch trees and do dumb stuff with it before.
Why not, dude?
Why not? It's tiny. That's funny. And yeah, that's entertaining to me. So,
but well, Caleb already fell a tree with my 038.
Yeah.
Before you
even used it. So. You cut up some like rounds with it, and then Caleb goes, let's cut a tree with it.
With the wrong chain.
Yeah.
It's oiling really well now.
Oh,
I started it today just because why not? And there's oil all over the bar now, so I'm like,
it's funny how when the chain is the right gauge,
and there's actually oil in it. That helps too.
Yeah, that's
weird.
Yeah, we put a 50 gauge chain in it because we assumed, again, this is how assuming bites you.
Even though it says right on the side of the bar.
It says 063 on the side of the bar, yeah. Yeah, we didn't read that.
Weird.
We assumed it was 50 gauge. Wrong. That was wrong.
Caleb traded me a chain, so
yeah,
we're good now.
Yeah, Caleb runs 50 gauge chain anyway, so it's fine.
But it runs good.
Yeah.
It starts in 4 pulls.
That's how they all are, yeah. All of those saws are the older
I don't know what their problem is. My Huskies all start in 3 pulls, so it's almost like they're brand new.
Yes,
weird.
Yeah. Those saws are the 038's getting tired.
I don't think it's that bad.
Honestly. It's a saw. It's a good saw though. It cuts good, runs good. I don't know what more could you want. It's a good saw.
I'm gonna sell the 460.
Yeah.
If anybody wants a Husqvarna 460 Rancher, yeah, with a 26 inch bar, 24 or 26, I can't remember.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
20. I think it's a 26-inch bar on it.
I think so.
So,
for sale, 460 Rancher. There you go. But yeah.
I think the 038's a better saw.
Yeah. It's, I forget what the CC is on a 38, but it's bigger than a 460, I think.
460 is a little underpowered for how big that bar is.
Yeah, the bar that they put on it from the factory. It's a little underpowered.
I should have read the reviews. I won't do that again. Just kidding. I'll probably do that again.
Buyer's tip. Read the reviews before you buy something.
Yeah, and don't buy them brand new. Just go buy them off Marketplace.
Yeah. If you're going to buy, if you're going to buy a saw that size, yeah, just go on Marketplace and go, yeah, that's a good deal. There's a...
Or, family. When you go, here's $200.
Bingo. That's how I acquired the 031 for free. But that's because it was junk. I did a lot of work to it.
What's the smallest saw they made in the O series?
010 or 011?
That's tiny.
It's very small.
Is it like an arborist saw? Almost.
Yeah, the 011. I don't remember if the 011 was strictly arborist or if they had a version that wasn't, but Yeah, usually when you start getting that small, and the price completely shifts when you go to arborist saws. So, on our standard firewood, so you have your scale on every brand has it. It's your firewood scale, and then it shifts to professional, and then you go to professional to like big time faller on the far side of the scale. There's usually only two saws on that side of the list.
Like an 881,
881, and a 3120. Those are your they don't do that anymore hardly. I know why they make them, and that's because there's like you can use them with chainsaw mills. They work really good for that. And some of the places where you're dealing with like cottonwoods and stuff, some of the big giant stuff, you still need them, but a lot of the big forests.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of old growth left
anymore. So their use for that is done. They're being used for other stuff now. But the arborist, it's weird how it works. When you go smaller and the firewood saws, they get cheaper. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to arborist saws, which are even smaller. As soon as you skip down from, like, on the steel side, an MS1, I think the ones that were there are 162. You go from 162, and then you jump down to the MS 201T or 202 or whatever it is now. The price goes from $200 to like $500, just like that. Because arborist saws are more expensive because they're arborist saws. Because they have to have the special carabiner clip and all that stuff that goes onto their rigging and stuff, and so the scale shifts. You would think when the saw gets smaller, it would still get cheaper, but arborist saws are
there's probably more safety stuff in them too, just because
leg protection. And
because
they're flailing around behind you the whole time. But we actually have.
There goes that.
I forgot we had one.
An arborist saw?
Yeah. It just sits in a bucket truck. It never gets used. It's an MS200.
I keep forgetting you guys have bucket trucks.
That's right. You gotta have a bucket truck.
I might need to borrow that.
To be a utility company, you gotta have a bucket truck. We used to have bucket vans.
You don't need that. All you use it for is hanging Christmas lights in town. Come on now.
Yeah. That and Christmas lights and more Christmas lights and
more Christmas lights.
Occasional tree trimming on our property.
Exactly.
They go out, like, I'll see them leave every once in a while because they'll need them to like trim trees around something specific, and then they'll come right back and be parked. That's it.
That's awesome.
The International, that's a peach. That thing has a lot of miles on it. We bought it with a lot of miles on it. That thing's a peach.
Well, it'll last forever. You guys don't put any miles on anything.
Still going. It's fine.
Only thing you put miles on is your crew trucks.
Oh, yeah. And they don't even have that many miles. They just got a lot of seat mileage. Seats are ripped up. Floors are disgusting.
Can't have nothing nice. No. You got to buy the good seat covers if you want the seats to last. That's the problem.
That's why we got the 550 with the factory seat cover things that they make for them. Out of the factory, they'll install those coverings. That was a good choice.
That's probably like a $500 option for something that you can do.
I don't even want to know.
Of course, I say that, but like the Covercraft seat covers that I got for my truck were like $650.
Yeah, but they're good.
They're Covercraft seat savers and they're Carhartt camo.
Yeah.
Because I wanted camo because that truck's always had camo in it. That's what I remember.
Keep the theme.
But yeah, for just the front two seats and the armrest was like $600, $650. So.
But it's a good product, so it makes sense.
They're very heavy duty.
Yeah.
And I wanted to protect my leather seats, so
yeah.
I treated them before I put the seat covers on them, so they'll last hopefully.
That's good.
That's the idea. Anyway.
That's the idea. Yeah, we got factory seat covers for it, and then. So that's it's base option truck, so it still costs seats underneath, but it's at least saving on that a little bit.
I like the vinyl seats; they're easy to clean.
Yeah. I don't know why we went. It used to be we've talked about this before. It used to be the other way around.
Does it at least have a vinyl floor mat? It better not have carpet.
I don't even remember. I think it has carpet.
What a waste of money.
That's literally. It's not even an option. That's just that's the
no.
sad
You can
part.
get rid of it.
You can?
Yeah. You get $50 back if you get rid of the carpet.
Really? Mm-hmm. I don't even remember because it might be vinyl floor, but I haven't looked in a while.
It's if you're gonna buy
all of our semis are vinyl floor because we think that carpet floor in a semi is dumb, but
yes, it is. You're right.
Yeah,
but no. Yeah, I don't. Carpet in trucks is dumb to me because what's the first thing you do with carpet in a truck? What's the first thing you buy for the truck with carpet in it? Exactly.
Bingo. That's what I got in mind.
So you might as well just get a vinyl floor mat for the whole floor and be done with it.
They used to sell those ones that we got it in the white rig, the Tahoe. It's those full floor cover vinyl things. It covers the entire floor in a vinyl mat. So it protects the carpet, and it's completely.
I just ripped the carpet out and put a vinyl floor mat in it.
You could do that.
Carpet's pointless.
It is.
Only thing it's good for is catching dog hair. Even though your dog has never been in your truck once.
It still does.
His hair has made it in there.
Oh, yeah.
Ask me how I know with my golden retriever.
I got carpet floors. I vacuum it a lot.
It's such a pain. My truck's only an extended cab and it sucks.
Yeah, I'm sitting there in the crew cab and I vacuum front. Rear, front again.
Oh, I had my dad's German Shepherds in my 89 one day.
Mistake.
That was so bad. There was hair everywhere. It was on the headliner. I'm like, how did it get up there?
That's where I was going with that. The trucks and cars of the 80s. Remember when cloth and velour and stuff used to be the optional extra? Because it used to be the other way around.
Painted bumpers used to be the base model, and now they're more.
Now they're
like
more.
My truck.
This was an optional extra in the 80s and 90s. That's weird to me. Velour was, or no, it's the other way around. This was the base, and then the optional extra was the velour. But now it's like, why would we want that? And that's fair because this is easier to clean.
You're gonna fall out of that door there.
What would have been really funny is if I actually would have.
Not really.
Not really. There's a track right there.
That would hurt a lot.
That would suck. There's an excavator behind me, so that would hurt.
That reminds me of Caleb yesterday. When he was sitting on that table and he was like, I'm sliding. And then he just set his drink down and went, wee!
I'm sliding.
And then he did.
Yeah.
That was so random. It was hilarious.
I'm just like, flunk.
Oh, man. Good times.
Oh, that was good. That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, good time.
What do you think? I think it's time.
It was that last time when I got up and checked. It was in an hour and 19. So.
Oh wow!
We're doing
already
pretty good.
Okay, well. So I think we're out of stuff to talk about at this point.
So. It's only been a week.
We need to do, actually prepare more. Yeah. Might be good.
I think if we would have filmed it on Thursday, well, we wouldn't have been prepared anyway. But it would have been filmed.
We're
on
never
Thursday.
prepared. What do you mean?
It's fine. It's fine. This episode's coming out on a Monday, so it's fine. It's fine. So
it don't matter.
I don't care.
At least it'll be easy to edit. At least there's that.
This is very easy. Are
you gonna put the prologue in there of us wiping the seats down?
I filmed it for a reason, didn't I?
Awesome. I like it.
Yeah. So we will see you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Hopefully it'll be next weekend.
Yeah, that's the point, or at least it'll be released next weekend. Maybe filmed before then. So.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thank you guys for listening, tuning in, and maybe even watching if you wanted to sit and watch the shenanigans. I'm sure there'll be a different one next week. It'll be fantastic.
Oh, yeah, we're going to find something else to sit in.
This is going to be I think this will be the running gag for the entire rest of this.
These are so much better.
The opening, just the open air ability and the mobility.
And the audio quality is just as good, if not better.
Yeah, for something that big. It's pretty impressive. So, and the battery lasts forever.
Oh yeah, just as long as your phone doesn't die.
Filming for Northwest Equipment today, I have a camera for that, I just flipped that sucker on. These were running pretty much all day. I just left them turned on even when the camera was off. They're still charged. They're
perfect.
Fine. It's like, dang,
perfect.
Pretty good battery life. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one.
Hopefully, we will be a little more prepared in the next one.
We will see.
Don't expect anything because probably not. But We can pretend.
We can pretend. We will see what we talk about next time.
Mm-hmm.
Catch you guys in the next one, and make sure to comment down below. I asked a question earlier, and hopefully
neither of us remember what it is.
Yeah, hopefully you've already commented it down below, so I don't have to remember now.
Yeah, if you feel like there's anything else that you need clarity on,
yeah, just
feel free to comment.
Comment down below, or comment what you want to see us talk about next or cover.
Oh yeah, there you go. Give us some topics to talk about if you feel like it. If you made it this far, which is probably not happening.
Not a lot of people, but if you're listening right now,
we appreciate
it.
People actually being able to suffer through us for this long. So
thanks, guys.
We appreciate it.
Oh,
let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
And this has been,
the Old Souls Podcast.
That thing.